welcome back. Legend of the Iron Fleet Express here with some news. We got three things to talk about today. So first thing we're going to talk about is the reason this page was built was the AAF. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what's going on with some of the AAF players since the collapse of the league. And that happened on Tuesday. It is now Friday. But we've got several players that are being signed and a few that are going to go work out for a few of the NFL teams. So I know there's a couple of linemen from the Iron that are going to be signing with the Carolina Panthers. I know that Rashad Ross from the Hot Shots, he went and signed with the Panthers as well. And then notables that I've heard of so far, you've got Memphis Express quarterback Brandon Silvers, who was shaping up to be possibly one of the best quarterbacks in the league, if not the best. He just did not have the time to really show what he was capable of, being behind Hackenberg and Mettenberger there. But he's going to go work out for the Jets and the Browns. And then you have Luis Perez. I don't know. I never can figure out how to pronounce his name correctly, but he's going to go work out for the Eagles. So that is big positives for some of the guys that are were affected by what happened on Tuesday. So that's good news coming out of this situation. So there's your silver lining, I guess, after what happened with the AAF. All right, second piece that we're going to talk about is yesterday, the Jets officially unveiled their new uniforms. And I've got to say that watching them unveil, the short video that I watched of them unveiling the uniforms, it was kind of funny in a sad way. Their uniforms don't look that much upgraded from what they had previously. They look a little bit more retro, I would say. And I coach for a team that has basically the same color patterns. The only difference is we use more black than white. And we had way better uniforms as a high school team than this professional team does. They look, I don't know, they're just kind of funny. There's a podcast that I listen to, guy I follow on Facebook named Ryan Thomas. He's out of the Buffalo, New York area. He does a lot of stuff on MMA, NFL stuff, covers the Bills Mafia, represent. But he was talking about, he's like, you know, it's sad that you've got to rile up your fan base with a with a uniform revealing, and they were getting excited basically about nothing. So yeah, the Jets' new uniforms, I don't like them. I think they look a lot like the Eagles' uniforms. Ryan said that he thinks they look a little bit like the Jaguars' uniforms. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Jets' new uniforms. I think they probably paid somebody a lot of money to do very little work on these things. So that's kind of my take on the new uniforms there for the Jets. All right, finally, what we've got going on. This is kind of older news, but I'm going to mention it anyway, just because I think it's a big deal for the upcoming XFL. And that would be the fact that they've hired Bob Stoops to be the head coach and general manager for the team in Dallas. Now, head coach and general manager, sometimes it's hard enough to do one of those jobs, let alone doing two. Do I think Stoops is up to the task? Yeah, why not? Being the head coach, he's going to know the kind of players that he wants on his roster, so that's going to help him expedite the decision-making process. So I see that being a good thing, but some of the day-to-day stuff, I'm thinking that if he doesn't have somebody reliable underneath him that can really help him out with day-to-day things, and managing an actual franchise, he's going to struggle in that area. I don't know how he is as a businessman. I don't know how he is with that as a coach. He's got to be organized to some extent, because there's a lot of things that goes into coaching. I know that just from the high school level that I've been coaching at, but he's been at the NCAA level. I'm sure he's way more organized than I have ever been in my life. But yeah, I think that having him come on, you've got instant recognition with his name, excuse me, which is really, really good. And then you've got, you know, fans that followed him at OU who are going to come and support him because of everything he did at Oklahoma. And he's in Dallas, and Dallas has already proved that they're a big football town. So I think that that was a really good hire. He's a high quality coach. He's been out of it for a couple of years, but you know, if he's like most coaches that I've ever met in my life that really love the sport and love coaching the sport, he might have been out of coaching, like as in not actively coaching, but he's probably still studying the game. He's probably still watching tape, and he's probably still dissecting game plans and all that stuff, because that's just the mindset of a coach. That's just how it is. So I think he was a good hire. Let me know what you guys think about Stoops. If you're going to be rooting for the Dallas XFL team, are you excited about that? Are you not excited about that? If you're an OU fan, are you excited about Stoops being in a new league so you get to see a familiar face? Are you going to support him, or are you going to not even watch? Are you going to support a different team? So, yeah, I think Stoops is a good hire. All right, and last but not least, we're going to kind of get into a little BS segment here. I was thinking about this today. You know, Vince McMahon has several children, so that makes him a dad. He's also a grandfather. But being a dad myself, and most people in this day and age understand that there's a thing called a dad joke. Dad jokes are fantastic things. They're a lot of fun to say. You either love them or you hate them, but they're still around. I was thinking that the ultimate dad joke that Vince could pull, he could pull this on everybody that is watching or going to watch the XFL. And that joke would have to be the fact that he is starting the XFL again in the year 2020 after it already failed. Hear me out. He's going to start this over after it failed, and he's learned from all the mistakes he's already made. He's redone things. He's taking a different approach to it, and somebody's going to ask him in an interview about why he decided to start this up again, what's different, and he's going to say, well, you know, hindsight is 2020. So he's starting it in 2020 because he's got all this stuff to look back on as to why he's going to make it work this time, and he's doing it differently. So yeah, hindsight's 2020. 2020 vision, looking at things, is perfect vision. He's got a more clear vision of what he should have done in the first time. Ultimate dad joke level brilliance if he does it. I would love to see it in an interview. It would just be amazing. So that's kind of my BS segment for this video. But yeah, hope you guys like the new intro and the new logo. Looking forward to bringing you guys some more content. Hopefully it's high quality content. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and yeah, we'll catch you next time.